Good day, everyone. Hello, everyone. That's what I wanted to hear. Just to introduce myself, my name is Tshepo Makhado, and I'm from the Youth Employment Service. So the title of my topic today is, addressing the youth unemployment in South Africa, as well as enhancing entities that are doing the YES program with BEE level up. So some of you obviously might ask yourself, exactly what is YES? Some of you probably have heard of the YES program before. So the YES program is a private-led initiative that addresses the youth unemployment in South Africa. So we're not by any means affiliated with the government, nor do we get any funding from the government. The program, as I said, that is a private-led initiative. It equips youth with a 12 months quality working experience. When we talk about youth, we're talking about youth between the ages of 18 to 35. They have to be a South African citizen, as well as the fact that they have to be unemployed by the time that they start the YES program. In exchange for this youth that are doing the YES program, they receive a 1-year experience in exchange. They receive a CV from us, as well as a reference letter. As we know that, a youth that has an experience, they are 3 times more employable at the end of the program. Because we know that there's that question mark that a lot of people ask themselves, how do I get an experience without a job, and how do I get a job without an experience? So that's where we come in as the YES program to say that the best that we can do is to equip this youth with a 1-year experience. And in exchange for those entities that are doing the YES program, especially those entities that are obviously doing it for BE purposes, you can receive 1 or 2 levels on the BE scorecard. That's obviously for those that are doing it for BE purposes, but I can tell you now that 5% of the entities that are currently doing the YES program, they're doing it for non-BE purposes. So they just want to do something good to better the SA economy. So that is the impact since 2019. We've managed to create more than 188,000 jobs and counting. As well as the fact that, something that I'm actually proud of as someone that works for the Youth Employment Service is the fact that we've managed to inject more than 9.8 billion worth of youth salaries into the SA economy. So those are the salaries that entities that are doing the YES program are actually paying this youth on a monthly basis. And also something that is worth mentioning is the fact that 15%, or rather 45% of the youth that are actually doing the YES program, they come from poor backgrounds, meaning that most of them, they're actually breadwinners in their own rights, in their own families. So as you can see that with the YES program, we're actually trying to do something good in the SA economy. So those are some of the partners. As you can see, when it comes to the tech space, I can mention the likes of Liquid Telecom, the likes of EOH, and also the likes of Amazon Web Services. So those are some of the clients that are currently doing the YES program, or rather maybe partners that are currently doing the YES program. So this is just the value proposition of how an entity can actually get involved when it comes to the YES program. So as I said, that most clients that are doing the YES program, they do it for BE enhancement. So meaning they're doing it to move 1 or 2 levels on the BE scorecard. But over and above that, there's entities that are doing the YES program just for more than the BE purposes. They could do it for, to measure the S in the ESG report. Alternatively, they can do it to build capacity in the entities. So you can do the YES program for more than BE, as I said. So for those obviously that want to do the YES program for BE purposes, you might ask yourself, exactly how do I go on about it? So obviously we wouldn't say to an entity like, I'm just gonna give you a name, an ABC, we wouldn't say to them that you need to take in 10 youth. Then we go to a company like an Amazon and tell them to also take 10 youth. So There's a few things that we look at in order for us to tell that certain entity how many youth they have to take in order for them to move that 1 or 2 levels on the B scorecard. So the 3 things that we look at is the net profit after tax of that particular business, the turnover for the last financial year, as well as the headcount for that previous financial year. That is how we get to tell them that in order for you as an entity to move a certain level on the B scorecard, you need to take in so many youth. Then they have just done an example for you to show you that you can actually move from a level 8 to a higher level using the YES program. So it's either move 1 level on the B scorecard or move 2 levels on the B scorecard using the YES program. Then those are just some of the sub-minimums, obviously depending on the size of your business. If you're a generic entity, if you're a QSE, or if you are EME. So you might ask yourself exactly what is the difference between YES and the skills development. So the difference is, first things first, when you do YES as a first-year participant, you are actually getting that recognition up front. So meaning that you might start the YES program, let's say this month, and you can actually go for verification in the next few months. You will get that B recognition up front before the program can even end. Secondly, for those entities that are doing the YES program, they can actually claim back when it comes to the ETI, as well as the fact that when it comes to the YES program, we are actually a verification simple financial. So meaning that it is actually much easier to do the YES program in order for you to benefit compared to other skills out there. So, when you do the YES program, again, you have 2 options. It's either you're going to be placing those youth within your business. Alternatively, you can actually place those youth with a YES partner. So as you can see on the screen right now that we have, partners in the different sectors. So obviously for the purpose of this conference, we do have partners in the digital space, where if you're saying to us that, let's just say now your target is 10 youth that you have to take in. And you're saying to us that, Tshepo, unfortunately, we don't have capacity for all those 10 youth. So you actually do have an option to actually place those youth with a YES partner. The nice thing about placing with a YES partner is they're going to actually place those youth on your behalf, as well as the fact that they're actually going to run the program on your behalf. So the only thing that you're going to do on your side is just to make sure that you are paying those youth from your own payroll. Alternatively, they can actually pay them from their own payroll. Any questions so far before I move on? Okay, cool. So the nice thing also about the youth employment service is the fact that we don't just place those youth and we forget about them. So on our side, we have what we call monitoring and evaluation, where we actually make sure that we're equipping this youth with the necessary skills. So as you can see that we have a 24-hour call center, where we actually check up on those youth. How are you performing? Do you need any assistance when it comes to the YES program? Over and above the YES program, do you need any help that we can help you with? And something that I'm also proud of as someone that works at YES is the fact that we have what we call mindful matters. So as you can imagine that we all go through a lot. It's either you're an adult or it's either you're a youth. So as the YES program, we actually equip this youth with the necessary skills, as I said, as well as the fact that they can actually go for counseling, for up to 6 counselings, free of charge. We actually make sure that we pay that on our side, so that this youth can be 100% ready for the workplace. And something that also worth mentioning is the fact that last year we actually managed to have an event called the 35 Under 35 that was sponsored by the Daily Mavericks, where we were actually awarding the 35 Under 35 youth that have done the YES program in the past. So meaning that anytime between 2018 and last year. So as you can see, the lovely picture there. Then we also had Parkstar that joined us for the evening. And for those of you that might be asking, is this a fly-by-night So I just did a slide there just to show you that, we are a very good ran organization. As you can see on the screen, we have two co-chairpersons that probably some of you might know. Mr. Stephen Kosef, who is the co-founder of Investec. We also have the likes of Leila Fourie, who's the CEO of JSE. So as you can see that we have a very strong board that is running the YES program. So in the nutshell, that is the YES program, and I am willing to take any questions if there's any. Okay, thank you so much. Oh, there, yeah. You have a question? Okay, cool.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Doreen Mokwena. I'm from CyberSec Clinic. I'm the CISO and CEO. So thank you for the presentation. I must really applaud you for the amazing work that you do. So when it comes to, working with youth, we know the problems that they all face. And lately there has been a discourse around, working with a lot of female, according to the boy child. And seemingly it seems like, the boy child is being left behind to fend for themselves, while everyone has strong emphasis and focus on, on the girl child through coding, STEM initiatives. So I just wanted to know whether, you do place, specific focus on the boy child, and what initiatives, do you have? The reason why I'm asking this question is because I believe that, you shouldn't be doing this alone. There should be a stakeholder approach, where you have different stakeholders from, various, whether it be civil society, academia. So the first question is, what initiatives do you have for the boy child? Number two, do you have appetite for collaboration, from private society? And number three, how do we then now come in and assist and lend a hand? Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. I'm going to take the first question first. So when it comes to the boy child, as you said, I don't want to discriminate, As someone that works for YES, I feel that the program is actually for everyone at the end of the day, be it that you're a female or you're a male. But just to put you at ease, as I said, that we do have partners that take this youth in. At the end of the day, it also differs, or rather it depends on the client that is doing the YES program. Do they want to place females or do they want to place males? But it would be very unfair on our side to say that an entity needs to place only boys, or rather they need to place only girls. So on that question, hopefully I've answered you. Then when it comes to collaborations, how can you collaborate with YES? I can tell you now that, we're always looking for partners, especially in the digital space. As I said that, there is what we call implementation partners at YES. So what does that mean? It means that an entity will come to YES. So I'm going to use an example of Liquid Telecom. A Liquid Telecom will come to YES and they say, guys, we want to do the YES program, and we're looking for 1,000 youth as an example. However, we don't have capacity to actually host those 1,000 youth. So what we do is we will take those youth and place them with YES partners. But obviously, in a case like this, if it's a Liquid Telecom, we will place that with, we will place those youth with a partner that is in the ICT space. So I can say definitely we are looking for partners, especially in the ICT space. But I can tell you now that there's a lot of, there's a lot of things that we look at in order for you to be a partner. So first things first is capacity. We don't want to be calling you on a monthly basis to say that, can you take so many youth? And unfortunately, you can't. So capacity is very important. Secondly, besides the fact that you have to have capacity is also the fact that that certain entity will be paying the salaries. We also still need to look into your books, because in the past what we've seen is, someone will come and they say that we want to host youth on behalf of this company. And then we actually pay them the salaries, only to find out that they're actually not paying those salaries to the youth. So it is very important for us to actually look into your books, even though that we won't be needing any funds from you. I hope that